Yo, hey, it's Marcus Campbell, aka EV Smoke, aka Solid as a Rock. I want to come to you right quick and talk a little bit. Another one of those real life type things. There's some on my mind as always. Some stay on my mind. So come walk with me right quick and ride with me right quick, I should say. Um, as we talk about it for a second. But of course, gotta check out that beautiful pun there right quick. In the great old state of Texas, Austin to be exact, before this sun start cooking up here. So, but yeah, let's talk for a second. I want to just talk about how keeping it real for some people is hard to do. Keeping it real and what today's society is like now, coming from my generation, or what to expect nowadays from people. And it's hard to depend on people nowadays too as well, but just by keeping it real. So yeah, let's go get situated here and let's talk about it. You see the two white Model S side by side there. Model S's, you know it, Team Tesla. All right, so let's talk about it. Let me get it set up. Alrighty. I'm trying something different with with the pause. I'm just gonna pause it to make it one straight video, less editing. Just make it one straight video, keeping it raw. Just, hey, hope you can see me being myself, So let's get up out of here. I want to talk about, life, especially in this generation nowadays. No matter what, I as a man will never, no matter what it is, I'm just going to keep it real with myself. Keep it real with others, Yeah, there's so much going on nowadays in society. Times we are in right now, let's keep it 100, is crazy. Me doing what I'm doing on social media, being a social media influencer, racer, all that good stuff. And like I say, I speak from things coming from the heart when I be talking here on my videos, hoping it resonate with some people. But the more I have morals and integrity and all that good stuff, which nowadays it seems like it doesn't matter. It brings me today to talk about this here briefly here on my ride, that people will, really, some people, not all, of course, some, a lot of people nowadays, they'll dislike you for no apparent reason, right? Or that word, that envy, jealousy, and all that stuff is real, which I've been a person coming up the way I was raised, we all are created equal, of course, right? But we all like what we like. We all just raised different. But I always been the type of person. I'm gonna use for example. Let's just say I'm using for example. Let's just say I'm about to meet Joe, but then Tim told me, or Alec, whatever, just said Joe is a bad person. Joe is horrible. Joe is, he's a bad person. He's not a good, friendly person, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I hear you say that. But when I meet Joe, especially for the first time and so on, I'm not going to discredit Joe or feel some way about Joe, because Joe, for one, Joe ain't never did nothing to me Joe have never did anything to me, or Joe haven't showed me anything or gave me that vibe that he may be a bad person or ways, or et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to give a person the benefit of the doubt, right? Until I see some, feel some, or, something's proven that that's a bad person. So then I know how to handle it. But people would do things like that nowadays to talk about another person or say something bad about a person, don't even know them off the backhand. So it brings me back what I'm saying here. I'm the type of person, you cool with me, I'm cool with you. Depending on, what the situation is or what it is, if it's business wise or whatever, I believe the thing, get along, just to, make things happen as long as there's not nothing involved personally like that. But people would just really not call themselves like you, and you can pick up the sense of that. A person don't like you, especially for no reason. But that's cool though. Like the saying, what you eat don't make me, poop. So what I'm saying, it don't matter nowadays in my book, if you don't like me. But people will do that or feel some way just for they don't really have a reason, And it's sad that the times we are in now that nobody can show love or just, respect, dignity, and so on, Like I said, I'm not speaking on all, I'm just speaking for the ones that's like that. Not everybody's like that. So, I want to make sure I'm, clear on that. That's not what I'm saying. Just for the ones that are, I'm just venting a little bit, I would say. But also, too, hope you can relate to what I'm kind of getting at or what I'm saying, You may be going through the same situation with people around you or you have to deal with and so on. They call themselves just don't like you for no apparent reason. But hey, I just, I take a deep breath nowadays, say a prayer or so, ask God to protect me, of course, remove them from me. But I know it's easy said and done. Don't let it get to you. That's the typical way somebody can say, don't let it get to you, don't let it bother you. But that's easy said and done, just to unless you actually there experiencing it for yourself or trying to deal and cope with things just by people just being who they are, But like I said, if everybody thought like I thought, man, this world would be a better place, no lie. But hey, we're in different times. That's not the case. And nowadays, it's like 10 times worse when I was coming up, to be honest with you. Because you got social media, you got more, it's just not blaming on social media or whatever. It's just, it's more wide, it's wider. It can reach a wider broadens now, easier now than ever, a time in the past before. But it was just a little something on my mind there for a little bit there, I just wanted to, just get it out here on the camera, just, get it out here that just because a person don't like you, it is what it is. Find another way to make yourself at ease. Don't worry about them, but find a way to cope with it if you can to make you at ease and able to deal with it if you have to deal with it and so on. But I was at the race event this past weekend. I had a race, done, and after the race, like the next day or whatever, videos and stuff of the race come up, and that kind of showed me also too of some real true life, envy type haters, in the comments. So that's like, I could have easily said something back and addressed it or went on with it, but I didn't. I decided to, I handle things a little different, move a little different, because whatever I look like letting it bother me or going in there saying something back or, I know it though, I know, you feel some way if you don't like me or you feeling a way about me, but it's all cool and dandy, because at the end of the day, I'm going to do me, I'm going to be me, I just focus and I'm, continue to focus on the ones that do like me or show me love, support, that's in my corner, that's rocking with me, that's down with me, I know some people can relate to where I'm coming from and what I'm saying, so I'm just coming in here, with the sound of my voice. Just do you, be you. Don't worry about if a person don't like you. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I can easily say that, but sometimes, we are human. Sometimes it's a little. It can go a little deeper than that. It's like I say, easy said than done. And let's just keep it real with yourself. Ask yourself that. Yeah, I can hear somebody say this, and I go with but it's a little different sometimes that you can really really do it, or at least do it with a clear conscience or clear head, you know, on your shoulder, you know. But I don't want to go on, you know, continue to rant. I just want to, you know, say that for a second, get it off my chest as I'm, you know, doing my drive here on, you know, get my day going and trying to stay cool out here because it's just been extremely hot last couple of days, weeks out here at least. Probably all over the country, you know, from what I'm seeing, or the states, you know. I should say the states, you know, because that's what I'm aware of. But yeah, so not gonna keep it long and not keep this video long and rambling. I just want to, you know, talk and say that. Once again, you know, hope I can relate to someone and understand where I'm coming from and feel what I'm saying, you know. So stay tuned, man, because I want to go deep on some things, and it's coming, you know. Just bear with me. In the matter of the right time, I just gotta wait till the right time, and before I can unleash what I want to say and let out and everything like that the right way and the legal way and everything. So everyone, stay prayed up, be blessed. Hey, keep God first. He would never lead you wrong, you know. Don't give up. Check out my other video I did I was talking about that on my way to the racetrack over the weekend. Like I said, something different I just did, you know. As I was by myself, I just wanted to, you know, talk to the camera as well. But also, too, you know, talk to the Lord, you know, and ask for guidance and strength and so on, and protection and cover, you know, in these crazy times we are in. You can never go wrong, you know. It may not go the way you want it to go right then and there, but God will work it out. Trust me, I've been there, done that, you know. I'm a living witness to that. I'm not just saying that just to be saying it, you know, reading from a script or a prompt or whatever. I'm just talking to you straight up, honestly, you know, person to person, you know. But yeah, it's Marcus Campbell, aka Solid as a Rock, and definitely check out some of the other videos here. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more, and we're gonna, you know, drop in the comments if you kind of relate to what I'm saying and what you know, how you cope with things like that, dealing with if somebody don't like you, or you dealing with it, or just, you know, in that nature, you know. Tell me what's some of your good strengths and so on, or your weakness, you know, 'cause we all human, you know. You know, I have my times, I ain't gonna lie, but hey, I just want to vent and get it out there. So let me know how you do it in the comments. Drop it in the comments, let me know as well. But definitely stay tuned for more. Check out the other videos. EV Smoke, aka Solid as a Rock, Marcus Campbell. I'm out. This video going straight up. Peace.